everyone. My name is Emmeline Anselmo of Emonews, and today I am standing here at La Vichy, that's the Resistance Square down at Salisbury. On March 20th, there was a protest action taking place right here. The streets of Bowie, as we know it, was blocked. Based on reports reaching Emonews, the protesters felt that one of its community members were targeted, so they decided to stand. Today we are going to the village to hear the views of the community members as to what they experienced on March 20th, 2025. Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
How are you today?
Not too bad at all.
What is your name?
I am Egbert Roberts of Salisbury.
Tell us what happened on Thursday and what you encountered and experienced.
Okay. On Thursday afternoon, about 2:50, 3 o'clock, I woke up from my bed. My daughter said that she's feeling hungry. So I decided to go and get something up the road for her. But before that, my friend came from Portsmouth. He had a bike, but he could not pass through the blockage. So he decided to leave the bike with me. So he left it with me. So I took the bike. I went up for the stuff. But apparently I could not come back down because the heat was on. So I stayed up there, waited. Everything clear up. They clear up the road. So I figured at that time I should be able to go back down. So I came down here after 7 in the night and it's 8. I ride down. When I reached my yard there, right there, I heard, pack the bike. I had already packed. Right away there, I heard, pop! That's a first shot. Shot me on the handle of the bike and it clinched my finger right there. Clinched my finger. Then I heard after that, shoot man. Right after that, another bullet in my leg right there. I dropped and I took my time. I stood up slowly and hop till I reached inside my head. When I reached inside there, blood. That was it. So I didn't get shot on the street, neither in the village. As I said, I wasn't in that lily thing. I was at my home and I got shot in my yard, right by my vehicle, right there. So yeah, that's what it is about.
How has this affected your mobility?
Badly. Because right now I'm sitting at my home. I have so much work to do. And I'm just sitting there. Somebody to be accountable of that. I cannot just sit there and just have my family to look after. I have my bills to pay, I have my mortgage to pay, I have things to do. So,
And this is your home.
Yeah.
And you were not part of the protest.
Nope. At all.
So did the police officer even listen to you or give you a listening ear? Did they ask you any questions?
No, at all. Not one question at all. Not one after the shots. No police left the bush where they were on the other side of the road and come and say nothing to me.
So after they shot you, nobody
came to me. Not one.
So they left you there?
And praise God, my daughter was right inside there. She came and she assisted me. And then Hillary, that's why Mary came, his wife, and they dealt with me on that bed right there. Beat that up. And time that my uncle reached, brought me to the health center. Ambulance picked me up there, St. Joseph Health Center, and then hospital.
How does that make you feel?
Very, very, very bad. It's like, what am I? A goat? An animal? You saw somebody there, somebody came there. Okay, fine. Protest over. You all block the road. I think civilians should have a right to go at the home or go wherever they have to go.
So let us go back. You were stating that the roads were cleared.
The transport was already moving up and down.
So and you were coming back to your
my
house.
Home. I hop off the bike already, I walking towards my house. I got shot right there.
So did they ask you any question?
You couldn't see anybody. They were next side the road in the darkness and they all dressed in black. Nobody asked any question. All I heard was pow, pow on my body. And that was just it. I limp. I found myself inside. My daughter was there and they treat that for me. Before I go up the road, next side the road had 22 of them in black. I went to them. I said, officers, due respect to all of you, please That's my home. I have my family inside of there. As we speak, my daughter is there. You see that Tegas thing all you have there? Please try to avoid it inside the place now. I spoke to them. Say, yes, my partner, no problem. No problem, no problem. The same, no problem. You saw me with that same dressing, that same blue bike. I went up the road. I get what I get in. I come back down that same dressing, that same blue bike. You all fire shots after him. He just spoke to all your hour ago. So I mean, this just not good at
Were
all.
you also affected by tear gas?
To speak the truth, I never inhale tear gas. Like to show you how much I wasn't in that. I never inhale. I heard people say that that's the strongest tear gas that ever passed us, but I never inhale the tear gas.
Has anyone reached out to you after the fact?
I mean, officers? No,
Officers, the government officials,
not
Ministry
one.
of Health.
Not one.
So nobody has reached
Not
out to
one.
you.
And from the time that happened, GA's government vehicle have been parking on the side of the road at my home 24/7 up to last night. A bus parked there, go, come back, it park, it go, come back, it park. 9:40, 10 o'clock, it's still there. I don't know.
Are they aware that you got shot?
I believe so. Because a policeman, when I went to the police station yesterday, a policeman told me he heard that, but he never knew it was me. Because he's my partner, we cool, but he never knew it was him. So when I explained to him, I tell him, yeah, he's I that got shot. He said, what? But Eggy boy, you know boy? I said, yes, way. You know, so
What's your profession?
construction.
And you have not worked since.
Nope. Can I think I can go and do nothing now? I cannot bend that knee, you know. I can only reach there with the knee. I can bend the knee to reach further than that. I have so much work to do.
What message would you like to send out to those in authority?
Well, those in authority, I would like to make everybody know in authority. I mean, there are things that you all can do. You all have the law. You know, the law is your own. I can understand. But when you all do something like that, I mean, you all should have a heart, a conscience to turn back and follow up and see, yo, I think we went wrong somewhere. Let us check up on that person to see how is they doing, what is happening. Don't just turn your back on. We are not animals. I mean, something happened. Okay, fine. You all don't know. I can understand. It's not all your fault. But show up and come and say, hey, yo, this thing happened to you, and really and truly, it's not our fault. Although it's a really, 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 really critical condition. But you can pass and see. It don't have to be the same day, but pass back and tell the resident of
Villagers,
the
yeah.
that we really apologize of that, and they could kill me there because my back is facing the bush inside my house. They could shoot me anywhere in my neck, anywhere, you know. But that's the way it is.
So we are going to show them exactly where you passed, and I'm going to show them. So this is your dwelling home.
Yeah.
Yes. So you will come in from the road,
Yeah.
and as you can see, he is limping.
I park the bike right there, right? And I walk in inside right there, right by my vehicle, and the rubbish bin right there. And I got the shot there. Yeah. Walking in my yard. Right
So the
there.
first bullet hit
Hit
you
me
on your
right there. On the thing, on the
on your
handlebar of the
finger,
bike.
your thumb, yeah.
Yeah. And I hop off, I switch off, I put the stand down, and I'm walking in. And I heard, shoot the fucking man at the back of me. And I got power again there. And I just keep on. I just dropped and took my time. I stood up and I stood up. And I took my time and I walked inside. Slowly, slowly, limping. When I reach inside, blood start flowing and all kind of things start happening to me, you know. So yeah, that's my hope. They shoot me in my yard, yeah? Remember, it's in my yard, they shot me. Yeah? I was not on the street at all. No. So I walked in, blood didn't yet start because the body was warm at the time. Took my time, I woke up limping, just like this. I woke up, came inside, came inside. There was a chair, there was a chair right there. I sat on the chair there, I stretched the leg, and blood started flowing down right there.
When your family members came in, your daughter and your girlfriend or your wife saw you,
No, well, my daughter was the only one inside. My wife was not there.
How did she feel?
Well, she's like, you know,
Crying.
yeah, it's like, daddy, daddy, what happened? I said, they just shot me in the yard there, you know. So she called my uncle. My uncle came, the neighbor right there. He came with his wife. And he brought me on that bed there. I go on that bed, sat down there, and they beat me up with some cool compressed ice, just like this. Then they lift me, carry me to the vehicle, and took me to the health center. Sadly, yeah, sad but true. Yep, she's right there. She can tell you.
And we are also here with his daughter. Tell us your name.
My name is Aisha Roberts.
What did you witness that night?
That night, it was around 7:40 something, and I was just getting ready to leave to go on my cousin because I took tear gas around 3 times in the house. So I was telling my cousin it's getting very bad outside. So if her father could come for me, so I could go somewhere safer. And I just finished bathe, come out from the bathroom, and I'm hearing a knock on the door. So I'm saying, okay, my father's back because he went up the road for something. When I open the door, he's telling me, issue, they shoot me. And at that time, me alone in the house, I'm young, to see my father coming inside the house, full blood on the floor, it was quite heartbreaking to me because then he's telling me in the yard he was, and he just hopped down the bike and they just shoot him twice. One clinched his hand and one took him in his knee. And at that time, I just messaged my mother. I called my brother. I tell him, look, daddy get shot. And he just rushed down to come because he knows me alone is in the house, my mother not there. So it was quite heartbreaking to see that somebody that's in their yard getting shot by police officers, that the person spoke to them earlier and they seen the same person and you're shooting somebody in their yard, you know that they're living there. And to me it's just heartbreaking.
What would you like to say to them, especially that police officer who shot your dad?
The police officer, well, you know who you are. We don't know you, but something, God is watching you. And yes, your day, whatever will happen to you, it will happen to you because that's not that's not something you do to somebody.
Last thing there is I have an aunt. She's a sitting minister in the government department. She's Greta Roberts, and we call her and nothing happened yet. Nope, she haven't called back and said nothing. Just trying to make
So
everyone know that
you made contact with
with
the
her.
minister and
Yes, she's my aunt.
she has not
No,
returned your
yeah,
call.
right. So just
How does that
so
make you feel? Because
it's
family,
family. Family begins at home. You're supposed to watch my back. You understand? You knows that somebody told that to you. You called my wife. You said this and that already, and we tried to get you since then and nothing. So just trying to make